All right, so this video is by request by Leanne Tennant, a musician on YouTube. Check her videos out. She's a really good singer. I watched, I think it was her newest video, just to see who she was. She requested this video. The request was basically, how do you program the Boss VE20? How do you make your own preset, add and do your own effects? And although I did a Boss VE20 review and sound quality test and all that stuff, I breezed by some of that stuff, and I don't think I made it abundantly clear to everyone, etc. But in this video, we are going to make it abundantly clear how to hop on here and make up to 70 or 80. There's room for 80 presets. There is obviously the factory presets, but let's say you have a 10 song set and you want 10 different presets. I'm going to show you in this video how you can do that. So let's go ahead and check out the Boss V20 and start programming your own preset. Let's say we're just going to use 71. It's empty, so my voice is clear. This is what my voice sounds like. We're going to go ahead and make our own preset. So starting, let's go ahead and start with this button. Let's go ahead and start with this button here. It's the menu button. Hit the menu button. Now what you're looking at is menu. Now remember, every time, keep your eye on that it says menu. Then you are in the menu, because this, although it's not that confusing, it's easy to confuse yourself because you're going to be focusing too much on the effects and the presets. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is hit over. So the first thing you see is mic sense. That means microphone sensitivity. It's at 50. As you can see, it's moving up and down. So you could go up and more. So right now I'm using a condenser microphone, which is powered by 48 volts, and this has the 48 volt power on it. So turn on your 48 volt power, which we'll get to. It should already be on your microphone. Turn it off if you have a dynamic mic. But mic sense, that's important if you're using a dynamic microphone and it's kind of junky or it's just not very loud. You can turn up your mic sense. We're going to leave it at 50. Go ahead, keep scrolling on. Phantom power is on. As I said, I'm using condenser microphone. So yes. Output. So up here on the back, if you look at my other video or pictures on the internet, I would say check out my other Boss V20 review video, and I show you the back and everything. You have two outputs, the left and the right. Mono just means one straight signal out both. Stereo splits it into both. Right now I'm using one mono on my left, and that's going over to my interface, which is also set up for a mono signal, so no need for stereo. Okay, and then mono dry. So you have all those to choose from. We're going to leave it at mono. Moving on now. The low cut is on. Low cut refers to a frequency. So if you want to drop out the low, bassy frequencies of your voice, then you turn it on. If you like that, turn it off. So now you can probably hear a little bit of a difference, and my voice is a little bit heavier, thicker. Turning it on, now my voice should sound a little bit higher. And it may not be noticeable if your headphones don't pick up that kind of thing. Your loop type, you have a check, and then you have, you have check, and then you have perform, meaning you're performing on stage. We'll just leave it on check because I'm not going to use it. In my other video, I discussed the phrase loop, which is enabled by clicking on the pedals and so on. But we're not going to discuss the phrase loop thing right now. All right. Your contrast, and so on. So that goes up to 10, I believe. We'll just leave it at 1. I don't want to mess with that so much. Now, when going back, hit this button. Going up, up. And we're trying to get back to where it says menu. Okay, so it says menu. We've went through the menu. We checked our 48 volt. And if you have a dynamic, turn the 48 volt off. So now we're looking at dynamics. Okay, so going over. Dynamics. Dynamics are off. Let's turn the dynamics on. Now the dynamics are on. You can definitely hear a difference. What dynamic is going to do, it's going to alter the pitch of your voice. All right, so go ahead, keep hitting that button. We're going to go through the whole thing. Now enhancing. Again, this is a digital effect if you want to enhance your voice. So what I just heard right there, and obviously I've heard this before, but I hear a higher frequency and more compression in the upper frequencies of my vocals right now. And I believe that goes to 10. I don't really like enhancing, but for some people, for some effects, they may want to use that. So we're going to leave that at 0. Moving on. And so when you keep hitting this, if you can't move on, that means you've hit the end of that aspect of the menu. So then you want to hit the button back. And again, we're looking for menu. Okay, we just finished our dynamics. Let's go down. Pitch correction. This is huge for some people that want to use this effect. Pitch correction is off. Let's go ahead, turn the pitch correction on. So the pitch correction is on. So if I were to try to like sing, and forgive me for having such a terrible voice according to everybody on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for that. Let's say your pitch correction is off. Your pitch correction is off. You can hear it. Pitch correction on. What does it sound like when you're singing? Here we go. So it was the heat of the moment. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Okay. Pitch correction on. Can we sing a correct C there? C major. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what your heart meant. Telling me what your heart meant. If you're a great singer, you don't really need pitch correction. And it's definitely going to alter your voice. So be cognizant of that. Moving on. If it was on, let me back up. Let's say it was on. So the pitch correction's still on. You have the option of soft pitch correction and then hard pitch correction. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what your heart meant. I mean, you can definitely hear the difference. Okay. So soft, hard, and then electric. Can you hear the difference? Can you hear the difference? You can definitely hear a difference, but it just, and then chromatic. So it was the heat of the moment. And then you have gender.
So then you can affect your gender. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what your heart meant.
It was the heat of the moment. Your octave, so going up. It was the heat of the moment. That's up 1 octave. Okay, going down. But you can go down an octave too, though. Yeah, I should show you that. So if you want to sing, you want to sound deeper, you can sound deeper, and you can hear that in my voice. That's quite self-evident. All right, let me get this back to where we were. We don't really want to mess with our octave. But, you know, if you want a preset where your octave is different, where it's higher pitched, go for it. All right, so that's the end. You hit that. It doesn't go any farther. That's the end. All right, going back. Again, remember to always keep an eye on the menu. Do not go past the menu. That may screw up your whole preset. So let's go down to the tone effects. Tone is off. Let's say we have our tone. We just turn the tone on. You can't hear much, but your tone type. Right now it's the preamp. That's juicing up the signal, making it a little bit louder so you can hear better. But, whoops. So let's see what else they have for types. They have the distortion type. So I'm going to try not to. I'm not going to sing or anything. You can hear it. It's distortion, so I don't know why anybody would want like that much distortion, although you're going to be able to alter your distortion. You have a radio voice. This one, all right, moving on. You have strobe. Again, this is quite self-evident. It's quite apparent what you're hearing. It's strobing. Yeah, I was adding an extra strobe. Okay, so flanger. The flanger. If you want to sing with a flanger, that is the flanger. So that's it. You have flanger. Chorus. I don't know how we skipped over chorus. Then the chorus, does the chorus sound good? It sounds a little thick to me right now. I messed with the double harmony in the chorus, and again, this is all personal preference. It's all for what you want to use it for. We're gonna go ahead and go back to just the preamp and move on, and then you can turn up your gain. Obviously, we know what gain does. Gain juices up your preamp, your signal. So again, your gain with your preamp, that's going to be huge for your dynamic microphone. Not really very much for your 48 volt condenser microphone. So we're just going to leave it at, we could leave it at 1 if you want, for the hell of it. Bass, obviously have the low cut on. I think I left the low cut on, but we can add, all right. So that's the bass. I'm having technical issues with my camera because I'm recording these on 2 different things. So bass, your middle, I mean, you can even mess with your frequency, your treble, so on, and that ends that. So you want to back up to get, remember, we're going back to menu is the goal here. Let's turn that back off. All right, so we're back at menu. Okay, now basically you do the same with the rest of it. You have double harmony. You can turn that on. My bad. You can turn that on, so now you can hear the double harmony. Okay, getting off the double harmony. And it's going to be the same with that effect. So we're at menu, go down. Whoops, I left that on. Remember, these move up and down, and this alters the actual effect. So going back to menu, and then you have delay. So I love delay. So let's turn that on. It is on already. I don't know how the hell I turned that, but it's on, but feedback, but delay levels at 0. So you're not getting any delay. So let's turn that up to 40. So now you can hear some delay. Okay, so if you like delay, this is a great effect. I love delay. It's my favorite effect. Going back, feedback, you can turn your feedback up, so on. And then the time of the delay, obviously, that's milliseconds up to 1 second. It's just basically going to increase. So we're turning that off. We're going to leave that on for the sake of this. Actually, we're going to leave that off. Sorry, we're going to leave that off. It's annoying me already. Okay, so getting back to menu. Whoops, I don't know how that happened. And then you have reverb. All right, sorry about that. I must have backed up and I didn't notice it. You have reverb. You can turn your reverb on or off. Quick warning, the reverb, depending on what you do with it, it sounds great. It sounds great when you're recording with it, I think. You can hear the reverb right now. Okay, you can hear that. And, it's respectable. And then you have types of reverb. This is the room size 10. Going back. Hall. You have ambience, room, hall 1, hall 2, and then you have plate. So we'll just leave that on for the sake of this. It's not that irritating. All right, getting back to menu. I'm going to back up to the reverb and turn that off. It's annoying me. Okay, so the reverb's off. Let's get to the very end of this video. Okay, so master. Okay, in the master, you have your noise threshold, level. Again, the level's just juicing up how loud this is. So you can hear it go up by that. It's pretty obvious. I mean, that's another self-evident aspect of this thing. Noise threshold, just leave that both at 50. Your key, D major. Let's say you want B flat or C sharp minor because your song's in C sharp minor. So every preset could have its own key signature. We'll leave it at C sharp minor, for now. So we can finish this video. Menu, master, name. So now we're getting to the name. Click on that. So name. Let's name this H. There it is. Heat with a double T. So go forward. And you can see that you could add in more if you wanted. And it was in C. Heat C. All right. Going back. We're going back now. So basically, then at that point, we want to hit exit. And once we hit exit, it better say heat C. There it is, heat C. Okay, now the second way to check to make sure that you did this correctly is we're going to go off the preset, and I hope to God it's still there. Joking, of course. So let's go ahead and go to 80. Okay, so 80, it's just, another one. Okay, I made my preset for my song. I'm about to play live or record a song. There it is, heat C. Now let's go to menu. And we had the dynamics on. We did have those on. What else did we have on? We had pitch correction was off, so it's still off. It's all there. So that's how you do it. So to reiterate, remember, menu, always keep an eye on menu. If you want to go and do it backwards instead of the way I did it, go ahead and go to your right away. Go to your name it, you know, the whatever you want to name it, and then go back and then go up or down, do all your effects, etc. And then at the very end, make sure you hit exit. And that's how you program a preset, and that's what this thing offers for presets. Now, I did not cover in this video, like I said, phrase looping and the effect of phrase looping for performance versus checking, all that kind of stuff. I didn't go over how every effect is going to sound. I did a little bit, but this video is already way longer than I wanted it to be. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. I hope this clears up how to make your own preset. You can make up to 80 of your own presets. You can wipe out the factory presets. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. This is Newcastle Music Studios. If this helped you, and please like, subscribe if this helped you. I don't have very many subscribers right now. Seems like a lot of people hit me up and get the info and then split, and I completely understand that. But if you want to subscribe and throw a like or a comment, thanks, I appreciate it. Or your own 2 cents. Having dialogue here on YouTube is a very good thing. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. And